Hello and welcome in to the Stars and Pars podcast with your host, Evan Engel. Today is Tuesday, April 28th, and this is the show where golf betting meets astrology. Welcome in all who are new, all who are recurring. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I will go ahead and apologize ahead of time. I've done zero research for this episode. I've had some stuff come up that I had to take care of today, and I literally got nowhere on my research. So this will be a different type of episode. Bear with me. I'm going to try to obviously have my research set in stone, for future episodes and whatnot, like I normally do. But yeah, just kind of I'm getting ready to get out of town for this next week, going on a little vacation. We'll still definitely be doing an episode next week from where I'm at, so stay tuned for that. I'll try to bring the background with me, my camera, everything, just try to keep things going as normal. But this week is a little different, just a lot going on. So bear with me. Appreciate you all for being here. But before we get in, if you haven't already, I please, got to be annoying. Please like, share, and subscribe, especially subscribe to my YouTube. If you're watching here on YouTube or my Spotify, if you are listening on Spotify, please follow me there. And please give me a 5-star rating if you have. It takes 5 seconds. It just literally find my podcast on Spotify, click the little star rating thing, and give it 5 stars. It helps so much with the algorithm and whatnot. So I appreciate all of those, all of you who have done that already. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a little bit all over the place. I already have an idea of who I want to take this week. And I'm not that I think anyone actually even cares. I usually go, I'll do whatever tournaments besides the PGA. Like this week, the LPGA is in Mexico that I see Nelly Cordes playing, and she's like plus 154. Honestly, I'm not even going to bother. She'll probably win it, but I'm not fully convinced she's going to win it. But I genuinely actually don't care about it this week. I know next week, yeah, I think next week's their U.S. Open for the women's at Riviera. So I'll definitely be more focused on that. I think it's next week. Don't quote me on that. And then the Champions Tour, I'll give like a pick or two for the Champions Tour, and I think I have a pick or two for the DP World Tour Turkish Airlines Open, but I definitely have some leans as of now on the Cadillac Championship. But we're going to kind of go through some names. I'm going to talk about them, and then at the end, I'll literally on live on air, I'll decide who I'm actually going to take. So hopefully this won't throw most of you off, but it's definitely throwing me off. So I appreciate y'all bearing with me. So with that being said, let's quickly recap last week. I'm also going to try to make this a shorter episode. Like I always say that, but today I'm actually gonna try to make it happen. But let's talk about last week real quick before I get into this week and the Cadillac. So last week I actually was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I only hit one outright, but we hit some other decent placement bets that I didn't expect to hit. So we'll go right through them. Obviously, for the LPGA, Nelly Corda destroyed. I mean, after day, it was never. She ran away with it after day two. I think she was like 14 under. She was up by like 6 or something going into the weekend, or 7. It was. I tuned out after that. I'm a little disappointed in myself for not taking her because it was a Leo moon, and she's the first LPGA tournament of this calendar year. I took Nelly Corda because there was a full moon in Leo, and she won. I think that's when they canceled the 4th day of that event in Florida, I'm pretty sure. And lo and behold, last weekend was a Leo moon. And it's just so it's kind of like the Scotty rule with there's Gemini in the sky, a lot of Gemini, you take Scotty because his whole chart is a lot of Gemini. And I guess going forward, it's if there's any Leo placement, you got to take Nelly Corda because she does have a lot of Leo in her chart and whatnot. So good for her. The Virgo moon on Sunday, for some reason, is what kept me away from her because she does have a lot of Libra, and Virgo is Libra's 12th house. But we're in her career month. It's Taurus season. Taurus season lights up Leo's career sector, and we already just saw that she won. And yeah, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Every winner last week, I'm pretty sure had some sort of Leo in them. We'll go over that in a minute. But anyway, on the LPGA, we missed out all of our outrights. Bummer. But we did get Hannah Green top 10 at plus 270, save a couple of units here and there. We also got Lottie Woe top 20 at the plus 184. And I'll treat this as an outright because the number was pretty good. We did get Nelly Corda, first round leader. I was adamant about that. Plus 1550, which is higher than her, what was it, plus like three, no, plus 500, I think she was to win. So we got the first round leader for that. Kind of almost broke even on LPGA because of that, but I did throw a little bit down on all these other units. I'm sorry, all these other outrights that I had. So I whatever it's fine. And then on the Champions Tour, also did not hit. Richard Green won it. Was it Richard Green? Yes. Was it? Yeah, I think it was. Apologies. One sec. Or was it Retief Goosen? Am I all over the place here? Oh, it was Retief Goosen. Okay. Retief Goosen is an Aquarius sun, Leo moon. There it is. Taurus rising. Aquarius midheaven, Aquarius Mercury, Venus and Aries, Scorpio Mars, Jupiter Libra. There you go. It was a Leo moon over the weekend. It lit up his Mars Scorpio. Scorpio's career house is Leo. He's a Leo moon, and Taurus is his career sector for the Leo moon. His ascendant is Taurus. We are in Taurus season. I guess the Virgo kind of didn't really make sense for me. But clearly he had enough. He had everything he needed to win. I think Gemini and Venus kind of fed him too because he does have a lot of air in his chart, and that's like one of the air signs in the sky right now. So I wasn't really didn't really see that one coming, but it does make a lot of sense. He did have a lot of career house influence over the weekend, and again, it's literally what it comes down to when I'm picking winners. So we missed out on all that. Unfortunately, and then the DP World Tour also missed out on the outrights, but I did catch wind that Burned. So after Burned Wiesberger was like killing it in round one, and a lot of my guys, I just jumped on his train. I looked at his chart. Listen to this, right? So Leo and Virgos were my. Sorry, I got to look up. Yeah, Cancer is Leos, Taurus is Gemini's, Virgos, and Scorpios, Sagittarius were my big targets of the week. And listen to his chart. Bernd Wiesberger, the guy who ended up winning the DP World Tour. Libra Sun, Cancer Moon, a lot of Aries still in the sky to feed that Cancer's career house. Mercury Libra, and then Venus, Mars, and Midheaven Virgo. And that's what the big sign of the week I was going after, because that's where the moon was going to be on winning time. And it's also Virgo's Earth. We're in Earth season. Also Gemini and Venus. Gemini is Virgo's career house. So Bernd Wiesberger, oh, and get this, his Jupiter was Aquarius. Well, no, I guess there was no Scorpio. But regardless, the point is that he had all the Virgo in his chart and a Sagittarius rising, which Virgo lights up Sagittarius, his 10th house of career. The point is he had so much career stuff going on, and on day one I saw it, and I got him at like, I forget the number I got him. He was already down to like in between the plus 1,000, plus 2,000 kind of number by the point I got him. Unfortunately, I need to start a Discord or something so I can like give you guys live updates, because that was, I wish I could have like I could have done on the Reddit, but like for those who actually like listen to the show every week, like I wish I had a place. I should probably start one. I've never dealt with Discord. I don't really get how it works, but I know a lot of podcasts have one. But I would have left a little update that it's like I'm taking Burned live here. He's got all the stuff in his chart. This guy's been won in years. I didn't even look at him. I looked at his chart last weekend. But the minute I saw his chart and realized he was playing amazing, I had to jump on board. So I did manage to get a little something back for that. But for the pod, it's technically a loss because I didn't take him on the pod. But we at least got. Oh, I did get. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I had another winning bet in here that I didn't realize I took. Okay, yeah. So we got Tom Valiant plus 270 to finish in the top 20. So that won a couple units back. We also got Ashton Wu top 30 at plus 186 to get a couple units back. And then the big hit I had on the DP World Tour, thank God, was top Asian Ashen Wu, who surged on the final day or two. I got him at plus 1275 to finish as the top Asian. So that's kind of an outright number in itself right there. And we also got top French Tom Valiant at plus 570. So I actually came away with something. I think I broke even pretty much on all of the DP World Tour bets. So that was nice to have at least. And then finally on the PGA Zurich Classic, I talked about the Fitzpatrick brothers. I knew they were the chalky pick of the week, but had to take them because it was pretty obvious. I have plus 1850 written down for them. Was that the number? I feel like their number got lower or something by the time it started. But anyway, they both had enough in their chart over the weekend, like Scorpio, Sagittarius in their chart, some Virgo, that I just felt. Plus Matt is playing out of his mind right now, and Alex played really well. He contributed a lot during the tournament, especially on the last day, saving them with some up and downs and stuff. But so I got that at plus 1850. So that was lovely. Good for them too. Pretty cool to see them win it. We also got them in the top 5 at plus 210 just to win a couple more back. And other than that, that was pretty much it. So came away with something at the end of the week. Can't complain. Not even including the Bern Wiesberger live bet I made, but it's all good. So that's basically it for this week. So I'm going to move on, talk about this week's transits, and then I'm going to talk a few picks for DP World Tour, Champions Tour. We're going to talk the PGA, and I'm out of here. All right, so let's get through it. All right, so this week, we are still in Taurus season. Sun is still in Taurus. Let me pull up my chart. Mercury is in Aries as of now, but on Saturday, May 2nd, Mercury does shift into Taurus as well. Just something to consider. It's not like a huge backbreaker for anything I'm going to go after this week. But we are losing some Aries placements. And then Mars is still in Aries, though, for a little bit. It's like halfway through its transit. So that's still there. Venus is in Gemini, and Jupiter is still in Cancer. But the moon on Thursday, well, let's say, what is this, March? Why are we in March? No, here we go, April. So DP World Tour starts tomorrow, Wednesday. It's a Libra moon currently. It's going to still be a Libra moon tomorrow. But at at noon on Thursday, Pacific time. I go off Pacific time. I'm on the West Coast. The moon will shift into Scorpio. So yeah, I'd say the first wave of guys will play technically under the Libra moon, but when it's like a few hours before the moon shifts into the next sign, I'm pretty convinced we can already start feeling the influence of the incoming sign where the moon is shifting. So I'm just going to kind of play it like a Scorpio moon Thursday. For first round leader, that might be a little tricky, but Friday all day will also be Scorpio. And Saturday for the whole round will also be Scorpio. The moon doesn't shift until Sagittarius until 11:34 p.m. Saturday night. So the rounds will be long over. We'll all be asleep, hopefully. The DP World Tour, I'm pretty sure, will be finishing up Saturday night late. So they will be finishing under a Sagittarius moon, the fresh Sagittarius moon on Saturday. So yeah, they start 10 p.m. my time tomorrow night. Yeah, they'll definitely be finishing under a Sagittarius moon on Saturday night. And so will the PGA players and the Champions Tour on Sunday under a Sagittarius moon. Okay, so who am I going after this week? Well, Leos obviously all month still get the boost from the Taurus Sun and Taurus Mercury's coming in. Venus and Gemini feeds Virgos, which is and also Gemini placements, and Scotty's got a lot of those. But the Scorpio moon, it's a full moon, right? Taurus and Scorpio are opposites. Taurus is here on the wheel, and directly diagonal is Scorpio. So that's when a full moon happens. The moon is fully illuminated by the sun. It's fully exposed. It just brings a lot of energy. It's a very heightened energy, a lot of tension as well. And in Scorpio, full moon in Scorpio, it's going to be a very fixed trait sign, which means like stubborn, very focused, very set on what somebody wants to do, and it's a water sign, so there's a little bit go with the flow with that, but it could be an emotionally charged weekend for players, right? Now that being said, Scorpio lights up Aquarius's career house, right? So Aquariuses are one of my main plays of the week because the bulk of the tournament, 3 days of the tournament, will be under Scorpio. So that's my Colin Morikawa's, my Tommy Fleetwood's, my Hideki Matsuyama's, etc. We'll get to there. But the Sagittarius moon on Sunday, that's the big one, right? The winning time Sunday. Sagittarius lights up Pisces career house. And Pisces are also a fellow water sign. So Pisces loves Scorpio. They're going to love the full moon in Scorpio. But yeah, so basically, Pisces should have the biggest career influence this week. And if it's a Pisces with some Leo in them, like Justin Rose, this could be a massive week for them. But also, if you have Sagittarius in your chart or Scorpio in your chart, like Max Homa on the top of my head or Maverick McNeely, then they also will probably have a really good week. Okay. So pretty much Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Pisces are my main plays. And I guess Virgos have to have a little consideration, but Virgo and Sagittarius don't love each other, which is part of the reason why I'm actually going to fade Scotty this week, even though I know the course is like fit for him perfectly and everything. And that's what I felt like at RBC Heritage, but he's still in the losing in a playoff to a fellow Virgo, Matt Fitzpatrick. So it's kind of all over the place, but Cancers, like still Mars and Aries. So fire signs and Cancers still get a boost from the Mars and Aries, and Jupiter still in Cancer, which doesn't have that much of a big effect. But I'm going to go Scorpios, Aquariuses, Sagittariuses, Pisces, and Leos because it's their month. Okay. So those are my main plays of the week. Okay. So real quick, let me just talk about it's called the Champions Tour is the Regions Tradition. Pull up my little thing. I'm probably not going to do. Yeah, I'm not going to do timestamps this week. Sorry, y'all. All over the place, and I got to get going pretty soon. All right, so the Champions Tour Regions Traditions, just looking at it real quick, if I had to pick somebody, I don't know, is it Stephen Alker? I don't want to take Stuart Sink. I don't think he's got it this week. There's too much opposing stuff in his chart. Oh, Stephen Alker is a Scorpio rising. See, I'm just like so not invested in this. Honestly, the first person that comes to the top of my head is somebody I took last week. It's Jerry Kelly. So let me talk about Jerry Kelly's chart real quick. If I could find it. Here we go. Sagittarius Sun, Venus, Sagittarius Sun and Venus, Aries Moon, Aquarius rising, Scorpio midheaven, and Mercury. Mars Virgo. That's scary. But Jupiter Leo. I actually think Jerry Kelly's a good play. He is plus 3,500 this week. I like that a lot. Soren Kjeldsen also could be a really good pick. Yeah, Taurus Sun, Leo Moon. But there's no okay, Cancer Venus, that's good for the Scorpio. Mars Pisces, also good for the Scorpio. And Sagittarius Moon Sunday. Gemini Mercury and Gemini Midheaven, Virgo Rising. Yeah, Soren Kjeldsen is a pretty good pick as well. Alex Sajika. Okay, Alex Sajika, definitely. Okay, so Soren Kjeldsen's plus 3,300, whereas Alex Sajika is plus 3,500. I think Sajika actually is the play. Listen to this: Sagittarius Sun and Mercury, Capricorn Moon. So there's some Earth to go with the Taurus. Aquarius rising, huge because the Scorpio full moon lights up Aquarius's career sector this weekend. Scorpio, Venus, and Jupiter, and a Libra Mars. So I really like Alex Sajika as well. Other than that, ooh, Angel Cabrera, you guys, he's plus 3,500 as well. He's a Virgo Sun and Moon, which I don't love, but Virgo is Earth. It goes well. And Venus and Gemini lights up Virgo right now. He's a Capricorn rising. He's a Scorpio midheaven. So that's great for the Scorpio full moon over the weekend. Libra Mercury, that's fine. Leo Venus gets lit up career-wise by the Taurus stuff. Mars, Sagittarius, Angel Cabrera, Libra, Jupiter. All right. So here we go. I'm just gonna write these names down. I'm not even gonna write the number, but I like Jerry Kelly, not Carrie Kelly, Jerry Kelly. There we go. Angel Cabrera, Soren Kjeldsen, and Alex Ajika. Okay, so those are my four guys. And again, we're doing this all live, so bear with me here. Those are my four guys for the Champions Tour. Let's see what happens with that. Okay. I'm going to talk about the Turkish Airlines Open now, the DP World Tour tournament, really quickly. And I already did a little. The favorite of the week is David Puig, right? Liv's taking a live break from Live this week. I have Puig's chart. Let me pull it up. He is, again, we're going after Sagittarius, we're going after Pisces, we're going after Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, etc. He's David Puig, Sagittarius Sun, Mercury, and Venus. Virgo Moon, so some Fire Earth, which is the theme of Saturday night when they're finishing the DP World Tour. I think he's a Taurus rising, and I believe he's an Aquarius midheaven and Mars. Again, Aquarius gets lit up by that full moon in Scorpio career-wise this weekend. And he's a Cancer Jupiter, which is more water. That's where Jupiter actually is right now. I think David Puig is a solid freaking play this week, even though he's the favorite. But plus, 1,075 is decent number for a favorite. So I'm going to write down David Puig. I was on Daniel Hillier last week. I just can't get to it. Angel Iorta might actually be a decent play. They're going to have this stuff online. I have it written down somewhere in my notes. I need to figure out a way to get like a database of all my charts that I have written down on my phone, just so I could like create a model, right, every week of just like typing in these are the signs I'm after, and it shows me everybody who has that. If you know someone or you can do this yourself, let's talk. Because this would save me so much freaking time every single week. Yeah, I'm not really into Angel Iora this week. I am into Adrian Otegi, though. Is he playing? Yes, he is. Ooh, I like Adrian Otegi, who played really well last week. Listen to this. Scorpio Sun and Midheaven, Libra Moon and Jupiter, Aquarius Rising, Sagittarius Mercury, Cancer Mars, Capricorn Venus. I don't hate it. I'm going to write him down underneath Puig. He is plus 5,000 this week, okay? So that's something to consider. Is Thurston Lawrence? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're adding Thurston Lawrence live because listen to this. Sagittarius Sun and Mercury and Midheaven, Virgo Moon like Puig, and then Pisces Rising. Oh yeah, Thurston Lawrence is the one, you guys. Scorpio Venus, he's got Scorpio Venus, Mars Virgo, Jupiter Capricorn. He's got enough in there for me to definitely think he should be in the mix. He missed the cut last week, but I just think the I don't know, it was kind of a weird week for a lot of these guys. Like a lot of big names missed out on the cut. So I'm writing down Thurston Lawrence live. These numbers are not accurate. What do we got? 5,100 for Thurston Lawrence. Adrian Otegi is 5,000. And Puig is 1075. Okay, so those are my three guys so far. And then I do want to talk about Tom McKibben. Also, great chart this week. Listen to this. Sagittarius Sun, Gemini Moon, Capricorn Mercury, Scorpio and Mars in Venus. Leo Jupiter, it's his career month. Pisces Rising, like Thurston Lawrence, Sagittarius Midheaven. That, my friends, is a solid chart for this week. So let us write Tom McKibben down. He's like one of the top 3 or 4 favorites, I'm pretty sure. Let's look it up. Yeah, he's the 4th favorite at plus 1,800. So I love that chart this week. Henny Duplessis, I know I have him written down somewhere. Libra Sun, Scorpio Moon, Virgo Venus. Yeah. Yeah. Not great, not terrible. Jaden Shaper, that was the other guy I wanted to talk about. Definitely going to be taking Jaden Shaper because, listen to this, Pisces sun, Scorpio moon, Cancer rising, so a lot of water, and that's a big full moon in water this weekend. Then an Aries midheaven and Venus, Aquarius Mercury, so it does have a career sector in there, Sagittarius Mars, Gemini Jupiter. 1,000,000% gonna be taking some Jaden Shaper. Come on, copy it. Just trying to like keep track of who I'm actually gonna take this week. Okay. He is plus 1950. Love that. Okay. Oh, Eugenio Chikara, I know has a Scorpio placement. Does he have? Oh, okay. We're gonna have to take Eugenio Chikara, ladies and gentlemen. Aries Sun and Midheaven, Scorpio Moon. That's what we're going after. Pisces, Mercury, and Venus. That's the big one, right? Pisces is the big winner of the week. Aries, Mars as well. Jupiter and Taurus. So this is his career time. Gonna have to take Eugenio Chikara here, who is Eugenio Chikara plus 2,800. So he's definitely one of the lower numbers of the week. This guy, man, he lost it for me in the India Open, though, against Alex Fitzpatrick. He was up by like 3 or 4 going into the last day. I thought he had it. And then Alex Fitzpatrick, obviously, it was his time. So I had that one wrong. But let's see if Eugenio Chikara can bounce back. Ooh, see, this is why I need to do my research before I start recording. Wen Yi Ding, pretty sure also I have this written down somewhere, don't I? I do. Wen Yi Ding is a Scorpio Sun and Mars, Aquarius Moon, Leo Rising, Sagittarius Mercury, Libra Venus and Jupiter, Aries Midheaven. Another solid freaking chart. Got to write him down. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys so far. Wen Yi Ding will be my 7th play. Damn, going on longer than this than I thought. That's a pretty solid list of guys here that I'm pretty sure will definitely be in the mix. Let me look up Jakob Skava lesson because I feel like, come on, don't I have him down somewhere? Jakob Skav, Scorpio Moon, Leo Rising, Cancer Venus. Yeah, it's all right. All right. Oh, sorry. Last one. I swear. I don't swear, but last one, or another one I'm going to add is Antoine Rosner. Yep, who did play pretty well last week. Aquarius Sun, Scorpio Moon, Gemini Rising, Pisces Midheaven and Mercury, Aries Venus, Cancer Mars, Libra Jupiter. He's got the Pisces, he's got the Aquarius, he's got the Scorpio, he's got some Aries and Cancer, guys. Antoine Rosner's heating up, and I'm going to be adding him live right now at plus 4,500. Yeah, dude, I'm feeling pretty good actually about all of this. Didn't even think I'd get to this point, get this far at least with like 7 or 8 guys. I feel pretty good. You know, the DP Tour is weird. Like, yeah, anybody can pop off any given week, but it's kind of the usual suspects like as we get later into the season. So scrolling down, I don't really see anybody's name that really blows my mind. So, oh, Jesper Svensson's playing on the DP World Tour. What about Mikhail Lindberg? I know this guy might have some sort of. No, we don't want that. All right, I'm leaving it there. And if I had to give like a first round leader, if it's going to be a Libra moon, I would probably go. Maybe I don't pick any of them this week. Maybe Adrian Otegi, because he did have a good first round last week. I don't think he was the first round leader. Or Wen Yi Ding. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Screw it. No first round leaders this week. It's already a weird show as it is. So let's just move on. I'm just going to do the outrights this week. Screw it. Forgot my camera stops recording after 30 minutes. But yeah, basically I I don't think I'm going to take any positional placement bets this week for the DP World Tour. Is I'm running out of time here, so although I do hit a lot of these region picks pretty often. Tom McKibben as the top UK or Ireland player. That sounds pretty good to me. David Puig, top European and top Spanish. Although you gotta watch out for Eugenio Chikara. Jaden Shaper at the top South African. I'm actually probably gonna take that plus 305. And yeah, other than that, maybe Antoine Rosner as the top French. So I could definitely see that happening. Plus like plus 530. That's a pretty good one. And top Asian, when Yiding a plus 365, could see that happening. Okay, we're leaving it there. Okay, we're moving on. Cadillac Championship. Try to get it out of here in like 20 minutes. All right, so I already mentioned it. Scotty, in theory, is going to probably play well. He's probably going to be in contention. It might be the same situation we had. That being said, I'll never forget when he lost the Houston Open, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, against Stefan Jaeger. And I remember pretty clearly that it was a Sagittarius moon on Sunday. And again, Scotty is two Virgos. He's a Virgo rising and a Virgo moon, Cancer sun, and then like everything else is like Gemini in his chart. Virgo and Sag are like 12 and 4 on the clock. They butt heads. The energy is not good. And I remember he didn't look like himself on that Sunday, and that's part of the reason why Jaeger ended up running away or not winning the tournament in that Houston Open, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So it was like a mental note. Scotty does not play well under Sagittarius. And it makes sense. It kind of conflicts with his chart. But Sagittarius is opposite of Gemini. And I do talk about opposite signs. Like it does bring a certain competitive fuel out in, a person. So that being said, I don't think he's going to win. Will he be in contention? Yes. Is he going to play well under the Scorpion moon? Probably, honestly. But I just don't. I just can't see him winning under a Sagittarius moon on Sunday, especially if there's some chasers that are close to him. So the first guy on my list that I'm going to probably take is Colin Morikawa. Colin is plus 1950 as of now. I think I saw him up to plus 2000 earlier. But Colin, remember, Aquarius is what we're going after. He's an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini rising. Venus is in Gemini. Pisces midheaven. That's the big one for Colin. That Sag moon will light up his Pisces midheaven on Sunday. Capricorn Mercury, so there is some Earth in his chart, and a Libra Mars, which, yeah, Libra goes great with Scorpio and Sag. It's fine. Granted, the back, obviously, we don't know how the back is this week. He's been playing pretty well through it, so we have to just assume he's going to continue that. And yes, this is like a longer course, but he does play well. You have to be more accurate, I think, than it helps to be long, but I think you have to be more accurate on this course than anything. So I like Colin at plus 1950. Okay. I love Tommy Fleetwood's chart, but what's going on with Tommy Fleetwood, everyone? He doesn't really seem like himself. But he's a Capricorn sun, Pisces moon. That's the big one. Remember, Capricorn Mercury, Aquarius Venus. So he does have some career signs in there, and he's a midheaven Aquarius. He's a Taurus Mars and a rising Mars. Taurus rising and Taurus Mars. Jupiter and Leo. So it's his career month. Has he played under Taurus yet? No, he hasn't. He hasn't played since the Masters. All right. I convinced myself. I'm taking Tommy Fleetwood. So give me some Tommy Fleetwood. I think he's got enough in his chart to make it happen this week, potentially. So let me write down Tommy Fleetwood. He is plus 2350. Okay. Henley, Siwoo, it's pretty much the same chart as Scotty. So no, Chris Goddard. I know bombers like this course, but you do have to be accurate. I know he's one of the least accurate players. He does have a Scorpio Mars, but his Virgo is Venus. Yeah, I'm not in on Cotter up. Jake Knapp is interesting. I know Knapp has some favorable placements. He is a Gemini Sun, Pisces Moon, Taurus Mars, Cancer Mercury, and Venus, Scorpio Jupiter, and I think he's a Leo rising and a Taurus midheaven. Excuse me. Excuse me. Live on air here. Come on, Ev. But can Jake Knapp win this, you guys? That's the concern. I'm going to write him down. He does have the Pisces moon. And this guy plays so well that it's like one of these weeks he has to win. I definitely don't want to miss out. So I'm gonna write down. I'm writing all these names as I kind of go through them, and then I'll kind of go through the list at the end and give you guys like my solid plays. Sam Burns, pass. Mav McNeely, everybody. This is the guy, one of the guys I thought of. Okay, so if it's going to be a Scorpio Moon, Taurus Sun weekend, well, he's a Scorpio Sun and a Taurus Moon. It's his astrological day or weekend, right? And he's a Scorpio Mercury as well. And it's like, okay, so how does he win on Sagittarius Moon Sunday? Well, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, Sagittarius, all his Sag in that chart. Huge. This weekend might be written for Maverick McNeely. I don't think I rarely take Mav too. He's a Capricorn ascendant, so he does have some Earth, and he's a midheaven Libra, which is fine with everything going on this week. I really like Mav McNeely, you guys. So I'm going to be writing down Maverick McNeely, and I for sure already know he's going to be one of my plays this week. So write down Maverick McNeely because he is my guy. Okay, what is he at? Plus 3,000. Cool. Next guy is right beneath him. It's Hideki. Hideki has what we're looking for. Has everything. Oh, no, he's got some Earth. Okay, so he's a Pisces Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Pisces Mercury, Aquarius Venus and Mars, Jupiter Virgo, Gemini rising, Pisces midheaven. So he's got some Virgo in the Jupiter. Virgo doesn't love Sag, but it's fine because he's got all the Pisces and Sag in his chart. He basically is all four mutable signs, actually. Gemini, Pisces, Sag, and Virgo. That's funny. With Aquarius, Venus, and Mars, which gets lit up by the full moon in Scorpio. Hideki Matsuyama is for sure another play I will be taking this week no matter what. So I love that chart. And I think he's plus 3,100. Okay. Hovland is somebody I considered. He does have a Virgo Sun and Mercury. That scares me. He is an Aries moon, though. And again, Fire Earth will be the theme on Sunday. That's Fire Earth. Virgo, Aries is Fire Earth. But I don't know. And he's a midheaven Leo. But he is a Venus and Mars Scorpio and a Jupiter Aquarius. I think he'll have a great weekend. And I feel like he might struggle on Sunday. So for that reason, I might be out. He might be a first round leader guy. But I don't know. If he wins under Sagittarius moon, I'll just tip my hat off to him. I can't get there. I can't get there. Minwoo was someone I considered, couldn't get there. Next guy, Justin Rose, 100,000,000%. I also heard this, like one of the comp courses is Augusta. We know he plays really well there. Justin Rose is a Leo sun and a Leo midheaven. He's a Pisces moon. So that's two career signs right there. He's a Scorpio rising. It's his full moon is his rising sign. Cancer Mercury, Gemini Venus. That's where Venus literally is right now. Mars Virgo, Jupiter, Mars Libra, Jupiter Virgo. So this is another one of those really solid combinations that I can't ignore. He's definitely going to be someone I'm taking this week. And he hasn't played since the Masters, and he's going to have a little chip on his shoulder, kind of fallen short of the Masters 2 years in a row to Rory. And obviously no Rory this week, so maybe he gets the job done. A little extra motivation. And the next guy right below, the next two guys actually I'm going to be taking. Kurt Kitayama, who loves to make me very wishful. This guy just rarely gets the job done. you know. But he won last year towards the end of the year, so he definitely is capable. He's a Capricorn Sun and Mercury, Libra Moon and Jupiter, Taurus rising, Aquarius midheaven, Pisces Venus, and Cancer Mars. There is a lot of career stuff in his chart this week, and I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and take a chance on him. Plus 3,900. Love it. Next guy, right below him, Nikolai Højgaard. I really actually, I'm considering Nikolai honestly for my one and done because I think I have him available, and a lot of the guys I would like to take I've already used. But he's a Pisces Sun, Libra Moon, Mercury in Aquarius, so there's just some career in there. Venus Aries, Mars Sag. That's the big one for Sunday. Gemini Jupiter, Cancer rising, Aries midheaven is enough for me to definitely think Nikolai will be in the mix. And he played really well in Texas, right? Was it the Valero where Gary Woodland won? He was in the final group with him. So obviously, long courses he can play pretty well. Plus 4,100. All right, this list is getting a little hefty so far. All right. Oh, okay. And the next guy, I'm not. I'm out on Jordan Spieth, but give me some Jacob Bridgman, everybody. Jacob Bridgman is a Sagittarius Sun, Scorpio Moon, Mercury, and Venus. Huge, 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 huge. Cap rising, Libra midheaven, Aquarius Mars. That's the big one. Aries Jupiter. This man for sure is going to be in the mix. I feel like I'm saying that about everybody I'm taking, but like I genuinely believe Bridgman should be in the mix here. Plus 4,200, book it. Gonna fade Thor Bjornsson, not in on Adam Scott, a lot of Virgo in those charts. Harris English, a lot of Leo, doesn't go great with the Scorpio. Yeah, not in. Well, nah. Doesn't have, yeah, not in on Harris English. Ricky Fowler, yes. Sagittarius Sun and midheaven and Mercury. Aquarius Moon, huge. Scorpio Venus, yes. Mars Aries, yes. Jupiter Taurus, yes. Pisces Rising, 1 million effing percent. Ricky Fowler. I'm going to go a little crazy because, again, I don't know. I don't think Scotty's going to win. So I'm going to go load up on a lot of these other guys who I just think like it's a better fit chart wise for a lot of these guys I'm talking about right now. Okay, so Ricky Fowler plus 4,800. Love it. Love it. Love it. Akshay, like it because he does have Aquarius and a Pisces midheaven, but he's a Virgo sun. I'm out. Probably will play well, but I'm out. JJ Spawn, I'm out. Too much Virgo. Ben Griffin does have a Taurus Sun Sag Moon combo, but nothing else in there to really scream like take him like these other guys are. So I'm out on him. Sepp Straka, too much Virgo. I'm out. Shane Lowry, definitely out. Keegan, I'm out. Sahith Theegala has a very similar chart to Ricky Fowler. Yep. Okay. Okay. Sag, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, Capricorn, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. Aquarius, Jupiter, Pisces rising, Sagittarius midheaven. Kind of my rule. If you take one guy who's got a very similar chart to the next, then you got to take the other. Where's Corey Connors? Oh, we're getting to him. Wow, he's low. He's down there. Jesus. Because I'm going to be mentioning Corey Connors and Keith Mitchell. Sahith Theegala plus 6,200. All right. Yeah. And here we go. Oh, sorry, guys. Jason Day. Also, scary good chart this week. Scorpio Sun and Mercury and midheaven. Aquarius rising, Leo Moon, Sagittarius Venus, Libra Mars, Jupiter and Aries. Guys, Jason Day definitely is one of my top plays of the week. 1,000,000%. Oh, yeah. Also played pretty decent at the Masters, another comp course. Can't go without some Jason Day. And now we're getting longer that like I can put like half a unit on some of these guys and kind of justify it. Because again, it's a signature event, so it's not like a huge field, but man. Okay, and then I got to talk about Keith Mitchell. kind of had a midweek with Snedeker last week, and I was big on both of them. Yeah, but Keith Mitchell, guys, Cap Sun, Aquarius Moon, there it is, Sag, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, Jupiter, Virgo, Aries, Rising, Capricorn, Midheaven, the literal exact same chart as Corey Connors. So I will be taking both Corey Connors and Keith Mitchell. So let's see here. Keith Mitchell is 6,300 and Corey Connors is 8,200. Kind of interesting that Mitchell is so much lower, 6,300, and then it's like a huge drop off to 8,100 or 8,200 for Corey Connors. Okay, got them both written down. JT, I'm out. Gerard, I'm out. Sam Stevens considered, but I'm out. Ria Hisatsune does have Scorpio. Yep, Venus Scorpio, Mars Virgo, Sag rising, but Virgo Sun and Midheaven, kind of for the same reason as Victor. I'm out. Pearson Coody actually is somebody I did think about early on, and I might have to write him down because he is plus 7,200. Cody's a Cap, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Midheaven. A lot of Capricorn, Aries, Rising, and Jupiter, Sag, Venus, Mars, Pisces. So that's enough for me to consider Pearson Coody, but he might be a better like top 20 play or anything like that, which I'm not really going to go over because I'm already running out of time and I'm kind of rambling on here. But I'm almost done because I got way too many names written down now. But Gary Woodland, I'm out. Hall, I'm out. Talked about Connors. Alex Smalley could play pretty well, but I'm out. Alex Noren. Oh, Alex Noren, you guys. Does he play well on big courses? He's got Cancer Sun, Pisces Moon, Scorpio Jupiter, Venus Gemini. Ooh. I'm out, though. I don't think Noren's going to win. Great chart, though. If he pops off, we might have to consider him. But I love everybody else way better than as we get down below here in the 10Ks now. Ryan Fox plays amazing under Scorpio Moon. I got his outright twice last year under Scorpio. He does have a Venus Sag, Aquarius Sun. That's why he plays well under Scorpio, because of his Aquarius Sun, Mars Aries, Jupiter and Pisces. Oh boy, I gotta take Ryan Fox, you guys. So now we're in the long shots at least now, so I can justify adding a few more because he's like plus 11,000. Okay, so now we're getting to like the 0.2 units, 0.3 units kind of thing, so I can kind of spread my units out. Yeah, plus 11,000, you guys. Ooh. Watch out for Ryan Fox. JT Poston, I'm out. Sungjae. Bud Colley is interesting, but does Bud Colley play well on a course like this? He does have the Scorpio Moon, Pisces Sun and Mercury, Aquarius, Venus, and Mars, Jupiter, Cancer. Gosh darn it. I'm tired of writing names down, you guys, but I can't resist. All right. Bud Colley is a long shot, a 0.1 unit kind of guy for me, just in case this guy actually plays well and potentially could win this, but he's plus 12,000. Yeah, we're getting a little ridiculous now here, but hey, top 40, top 30, that's viable. Oh my God. And I got to talk about Max Homa, you guys, who plays well at Augusta and could play well here. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Midheaven, Sagittarius Moon, Mercury, and Venus, Gemini Mars, Jupiter and Leo. It's his career month, and Aquarius rising. That, you guys, is a recipe for success. He's 1,000,000% going to be an outright that I take. Might have to put like a half unit on that because I feel much more confident in him than I would like a Bud Colley. Plus 13,500 for Max Homa. Matt Wallace also is interesting because he is a Scorpio Moon, Aries Sun, Pisces Venus, Aquarius Mars, Leo rising, Midheaven Taurus. I'm gonna write it down, but he's gonna be my live bet watch kind of guy. So I think he plays well at tough, longer courses. That kind of sounds like the Matt Wallace that I know at least. He is plus 14,000. How much time I got? Okay, we gotta wrap this up soon. But honestly, after that, yeah, we're getting down. We're getting down here in the boonies. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. Okay, so here's who I've written down, and then I'm going to talk about who I really believe I'm going to take. Colin, Tommy Fleetwood, Jake Knapp, Maverick McNeely, Hideki. Sorry, I got to do this. Justin Rose, Kurt Kitayama, Jacob Bridgman, Nikolai Højgaard, Ricky Fowler, Sahith Theegala, Jason Day, Keith Mitchell, Corey Connors, Pearson Coody, Ryan Fox, Bud Cauley, Max Homa, and Matt Wallace. That's a lot of names. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 guys. By the way, this is how I usually do my research. Like I start off with like 20, 30 guys, and then I narrow it down. What is it, like 80 guys? How many in the field for Cadillac Championship? It's how many people are in the field? Cadillac Championship. 72. So that would mean 7 guys. I might get it down to 10 with two of them being like long shots, so it's not really fair. But I have to go Colin because of form, right? Colin's one of them. I'm going to come back on Tommy and see about Tommy. I think I'm going to not take Jake Knapp. I'm for sure taking Mav McNeely. That's for sure. For sure taking Mav, Hideki, and Justin Rose. Not even thinking twice about it. Probably got to take Kitayama. Probably got to take Nikolai. Probably got to take Jacob Bridgman. That's already like 7. Oh, you guys. And then you got the Rickies and the Theegala. You got the Jason Day, the Keith Mitchell, the Corey Connors. Pearson Coody could play well. Although I'm kind of he's on the lower tier of others. But long shots, I'm for sure gonna do Ryan Fox and Max Homa. That's for sure. Ryan Fox, Max Homa. We're gonna wait to see if Bud Cauley comes out strong and Matt Wallace, but nothing pre-tournament. Okay, so those 10 guys I'm going to take, I'm going to spread the units out. I got to take Keith Mitchell. I got to take Corey Connors. Definitely got to take Jason Day. Okay, so here we go. All right. Maybe I'm out on Tommy. Colin, Mav McNeely, Hideki, Justin Rose, Kitayama, Nikolai Højgaard, Bridgman, Ricky Fowler, Sahith Theegala, J Day, Keith Mitchell, Corey Connors, Max Homa, Ryan Fox. That's like 12 guys. I have to like sit on that and really feel like who I might take. But I don't know. This is a weird week. Use that for DFS. Bet on any of those guys you want. I genuinely think one of those guys should win. But yeah, kind of running out of time here. I gotta get going. So first round leader guys, yeah, it's tough to say. It would have to be I'd probably go like a Max Homa, J Day, or somebody with Aquarius, like a Colin, Tommy maybe. It's a weird week, okay? But I really think Colin, Hideki, J Rose, McNeely. I like Max Homa. I like Jason Day. I like Ryan Fox. And Kitayama, Nikolai, and the Fowler Theegala combo with maybe Keith Mitchell, Corey Connors, somewhere in there. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna probably end it here just because I feel like my brain's all over the place and I just need to end this now. But hopefully I won't have more episodes like this. Obviously, I like to have my research done and have my picks finalized so I can just hand them to you guys pretty much. But yeah, so overall, thank you for bearing with me through this. I know it might be a boring listen, but I feel productive. I feel like we got somewhere, and I do feel like we're going to get at least one winner between one of the 3 tournaments I talked about. Weird week, but whatever. We're going to move on to next week, which is another signature, I believe. And then we have the PGA. So couple exciting weeks coming ahead. I'm going to keep up with this as much as I can. I thank you guys for listening. Again, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed, please on YouTube and Spotify, please do. 5-star ratings on Spotify, I really appreciate. Also, I'm on TikTok, stars.and.pars.po. Find me there. Also, stars and pars podcast at gmail.com for emails, questions, etc. Sponsorships. Sponsor me. I'm manifesting sponsorship. Manifesting it. All right, everybody. That's it. I appreciate y'all. We will be back next week. Take care. Be safe. Best of luck. Let's hit some winners. I'll see you guys later.